Tone on the saxophone begins in a place that is both physical and invisible, the breath. Before a single key is pressed, before any technical consideration enters the picture, there is air moving through the body and into the instrument. The quality of this air, its steadiness, depth, and direction determines everything that follows.
Many players spend years discovering that tone is not something they fix at the mouthpiece, but something they cultivate from within through consistent supported airflow that allows the instrument to resonate fully. The difference between a thin, unstable sound and one that feels centered and alive often comes down to how the air is managed, not how hard it is pushed.
Embouchure, the shaping of the lips and jaw around the mouthpiece, becomes the bridge between that internal airflow and the external sound. It is a system of fine adjustments rather than force, requiring balance more than strength. A tight embouchure can choke the reed, producing a brittle tone, while a loose one can cause instability and lack of focus.
The challenge lies in finding a position that is firm enough to control the reed, yet flexible enough to respond to dynamic changes. This balance shifts across registers and contexts, meaning that embouchure is not a fixed setting, but an evolving sensitivity that deepens with experience.
Long tones, often dismissed as elementary exercises, reveal themselves over time as one of the most powerful tools for tone development. By sustaining a single note, the player is forced to listen deeply to notice the smallest inconsistencies in pitch volume and resonance.
These moments strip away distraction and expose the truth of one's sound. For masters like Stan Getz, whose tone carried an unmistakable warmth and clarity, this kind of focused listening was foundational, a daily return to the basics that shaped everything else they played.
Beyond the mechanics of air and embouchure lies the more abstract but equally important idea of a sound concept. Every player, consciously or not, carries an internal image of how they want to sound. This image guides technique, influencing how air is used and how the embouchure responds.
Without it, practice can become directionless, a series of motions without a clear goal. With it, even simple exercises gain purpose, becoming steps toward a more defined musical identity. Listening to recordings, absorbing the tones of players like Dexter Gordon helps shape this internal reference point. Reference.
Over time, tone development becomes less about correcting flaws and more about refining awareness. The player begins to notice subtle differences in resonance, to feel how small changes in breath or embouchure alter the sound.
What once required conscious effort becomes intuitive, guided by an ear that has learned to recognize nuance. In this way, tone is never fully achieved but continuously developed, evolving alongside the player's understanding of both the instrument and themselves.